everyone, Ronan here. We're checking out episode 9 of Trigun Stampede, and by the time you're watching this, I'm probably a bit late on my previous episode. I'm actually filming this before I'm even done editing the last episode, but I kind of have run into a bit of burnout because I do a lot of editing, not just for my own channel, but for a couple of others as well. And sometimes by the time I get to my own content, I'm tapped out. It happens, and so I'm trying to just take it easy, trying to breathe, and the world won't blow up if I miss a week or two of content, so it's fine. But so I'm gonna do my best to kind of get back on it, and so we're getting back into this show, and we're on this episode. It's called Millions Knives, and kind of makes me think, okay, we might be able to get some motivation from Knives' side, and also more reasons to be afraid of Knives at the same time. So I'm not looking forward to that part of it, but we're just gonna go ahead and jump on into this, guys. Feel free to check out my Patreon. We have full reactions there, and you get access to a bunch of other reactions there as well. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on into this. We're gonna start shredding. I immediately am thinking that Knives plays piano to be really good at it, and Vash is the kind of player that just wants to have fun playing. Is that the alarm that Vash has arrived, or what's going on? It's nice that we have this whole backstory now on all the ships landing on the planet and who used to live there. Just them landing on the planet was not the only part of the whole downfall of everything. There's a whole what happened after that situation too, which is really cool, because in the previous show it's kind of more about Vash's relationship with Rem and all that, which we got a little bit of that here, but there's so much more to go into, because this is all post Rem's death. So oh, they got all old. It just hit me that doctor is the same doctor. So maybe this isn't hundreds of years ago. So there was some more fuckery going around that was beyond Knives' control, and yeah, that's the doctor, but he's young. Ooh. Oh, so they really do come out of him. I thought he just had a suit. Yeah, he's probably gonna kill her too. This is actually a pretty good motivation for Knives. Jeez. Don't do it, Knives. Well, you better stop him at least. Let's go, Vash. Let's do something. I mean, I think we're gonna lose her anyway, but... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That was badass. Oh, man. Motherfucker, you've done your fair share. Yeah, there you go, Vash. Okay, so it's at least been about a century. Alright, she lives. At least this encounter. That was pretty epic, man. So they have a long lifespan too then, because if it's been a century... 150 years.
その間は年を取らないってわけだ。私たちはできるだけ長くこの船を維持しながら。今も多くのパッセンジャーが眠りについて。
Now his knives gonna come in here and fuck it all up. Because of you, Wolfwood. Sorry, I've got a lot of assumptions going on here. I bet that's a pretty awesome sight for them to see.
この星全体を緑とすることだって。そりゃ何十年、いや、何百年先の話だ。時間がかかっても、私は正しい道。
Yeah, as long as it's working, you know, who cares how long it takes.
お前その考えは好きになれん。だが、自分の信じる道を進めばいい。
Don't smoke in here.
船内は禁煙よ。
Yeah, so I figured. It's like this place looks too clean for someone to bust out a cigarette.
まさかお前ミリオンズナイブズと仲直りできるとか思ってないやろな。
みんなが助かる方法を探す。人間もプラントもないも。
I wonder if he's referring to like the colony of ships falling as far as like him killing someone, because we haven't seen him kill anyone yet.
ワムズの群れが。
Oh no.
ここはどこですの？
Oh, did they get captured?
だから見極めた。僕らワムズが共に生きるべきは人間かプラントか。
Yep, this is their collection that they've been gathering this whole time.
なぜ連れてきた？
君の指図は受けない。この星のためになるのは人間、それともプラント？君はどっちだと思う？
Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that not all the like the gung-ho guns see eye to eye. They're not like completely in alliance with each other, other than, you know, they seem to be at least united under knives, at least. But they seem to have like different motivations. Like just right there, the doctor and the beast, they didn't really see eye to eye on there for some reason. Though I guess, you know, like I said in previous episodes, we at least know that the gung-ho guns they could be a bit carnivorous when it comes to whether they work together or not, whether they like each other, things like that, because they would even take each other out in the original series. So I guess it kind of makes sense that they kind of butt heads a little bit, and it's a complicated matter, I guess, what their relationships are. It's cool that nothing I predicted came to be, other than, you know, getting some backstory with knives, but it at least provided a little bit more of what he wanted to do, or at least where he where he finds his distaste in humanity. He sees that, you know, they're really selfish and things like that, and of course he gets surrounded by really bad examples of humanity right there. So doesn't explain much on why he made the ships crash to begin with, other than maybe he had already thought that about humans, and maybe there's a bunch of bad. I mean, all those guys that they killed did come from the ship, so maybe he did interact with a bunch of bad people and just kind of made a judgment call on that. But this is cool. Like, this is I find this to be better than the previous show in regards to Knives' motivation, other than I hate humans and gotta fight Vash. This kind of puts a little more foundation to all of that, so that's cool. It's a bit more believable and a bit more it's got a bit more depth in it and everything. So the gate, let's talk about the gate that Vash was pulling up out of his arm. What was it, a gate 2? Because it looked like a black hole, basically, is what Vash was summoning, and it looked like he was probably about to destroy everything all around him without him realizing, and then Knives stopped him, you know, by cutting his arm off, and then unfortunately that arm went nowhere. And but then we had that moment where Knives touched Vash's arm and it kind of like reacted. So maybe even like, and I think it was in his robot arm, right, that it happened. So Vash can still do it. He just doesn't really know how. So I'm looking forward to seeing that come into fruition and seeing like what that ability is and what it does and stuff like that. Because yeah, it seems like you know, even though Vash is the most peaceful one, he's probably got the most destructive power out of everybody, and I like that dynamic. Yeah, just interesting to see that perhaps Vash actually has the most devastating power out of everyone, and Knives included. Even though Knives did some really crazy stuff earlier in the show, Vash probably can do something even crazier. So that'll be really cool whenever we actually see that kind of come into fruition. So cool episode. Looking forward to the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. And that's it from me, guys. So I'll see you next time.